Hey guys, in the last video I talked about rotations, which means now I'll be going over positioning since it goes hand in hand with rotations in Rocket League. Once you learn proper rotations, you learn how to be in the right position as a result. Positioning is all about recognizing if you're first man, second man, or third man, and once you recognize which one of those you are, you can be in the best position possible to cover your part of the field. First, I'll explain what each person's purpose is on the field. So let's talk about first man to start. On offense, the first man is driving the play with possession of the ball and looking to either shoot, pass, or challenge. On defense, they are the first person to force a challenge and close the gaps on the opposing team to make sure that they can't get a threatening attack on your net. Second man is the person reacting to the play of the first man and looking to receive a pass or follow up a challenge or missed shot from the first man. The third man is much more focused on making sure that they are being patient and waiting out challenges or clears from the other team. When it's safe to do so, they try to keep up the offensive pressure and sometimes end up becoming first man once the original first man and second man rotate out of offense. Alright, so now I will show you a basic example of what proper positioning would look like from both sides of the field in one specific scenario. So let's just say the ball is roughly in this area. So on the orange side of the field, let's say blue team has possession of the ball. So first man is over here, possession of the ball, has the option of shooting, passing mid, or going for a 50-50. Second man would be around midfield over here. So not exactly parallel, but like close enough to parallel so that if he does pass it to you as first man, you'll be able to react to it in time. And not too close to the enemy's net, because if he passes it to you and their second man is ready to cut it off, they could just get a free counter attack on you. And then third man would be roughly around this area, so not too close to first man, not too close to second man. You want to stay a bit further back just in case the first man's challenge doesn't go to plan and it goes over their head. So you want to be in a good spot to make sure that you cover your defense. So that's what the offensive positioning would look like for blue team. So now let's look at what the defensive positioning would look like for orange team in this specific scenario. So first man would be the person who forces the move of their first man. So you don't want to give them time and space, because if you give them time, they're going to control the ball either to the corner or they're able to get a pass play mid before you could maybe react to it. So first man forces the blue team's move. Second man waits mid. Just in case the ball pinches mid, they're there to cut it off. Or if the blue team decides to pass it mid, they're also there to cut it off. But it's mainly just to have that midfield presence, because it's really important so that they don't even want to do that play in the first place. And then third man, you usually want to be near back post so that you're able to cover the whole net. If they end up shooting and getting it by your first man, you're able to go across the net and save it in any spot. Or if the ball somehow pinches or hits it high, you're also there to go to the backboard. So you have both options available to you, backboard or net. So now let's look at what possible scenarios could happen from this play. So the ball could pinch left after the challenge. And in this case, orange team's third man will move up, try to take possession of the ball, or just clear it out to blue team to relieve pressure. If the ball pinches mid, then it's just a matter of which player reacts faster as second man. Either blue team gets a shot on net, or orange team could maybe go for a clear and get a shot on the blue team's net instead. Or another 50-50 would happen. If the ball pinches behind blue team, then blue team's third man will be ready to either clear it back in, or if it goes over his head, they could go back to defense, take control of the ball, and wait for his teammates to rotate back. And if the ball gets by orange team's first man and goes over their head, then orange team's third man can either go in the backboard and get a clear out, or a pass to their second man as they're moving upfield, or they can just go for an aerial if they're sitting in net and just try to relieve pressure as well. At the end of the day, positioning is all about making sure that you are covering a different part of the field as your teammates as you are rotating and cycling within the pitch. If you notice that your teammate's in a bad spot, you have to be the one to take action and fill any gaps that your team may have. Once you recognize what position you are supposed to be playing relative to your teammates, you could always be in a good spot to ensure that your team has as little gaps as possible so that the opposing team has less opportunities to create a threatening attack on your net. But that's all for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope I helped you learn a thing or two about positioning in Rocket League.